Alright, well, let's do this. The players are here. The match is beginning to be found. We can roll from that. I'm curious what you guys are thinking. Who you guys thinking is going to be winning this one? I've got to say Xron, but Xron had a worse result last month's Quake Open League. Vengeur, I know, is very, very driven, and Duel is his primary mode, whereas Xron does kind of see team mode as a little bit more his forte. So we'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see. So Visor's going to be at the beginning. I imagine Xron will go for a Galena too. Or maybe not. Xron does like to surprise us from time to time. What's up, Joey? Masiris, that website. Well, we are currently in the process of making something, so we'll I'll keep you informed as and when stuff happens. Yo, Joey of the bits. What's up? Jason, you haven't been around, man. What can I say? We'll sort something out next time, man. Don't worry. Oh God, he's such an attention seeker. Right, well, I can full screen this. Guys, our first game of the day can begin. It is Xron going up versus Vengeur. Ruins of Sarnath. I'm on Xron to start with. We've got the BJ pick I'm finding pretty interesting from Xron. I know that Vengeur, though, his third pick was Doom. He's played a lot of Doom. That was a champion he was going to be playing in 2v2 before he went over to Galena. So he's got a lot of time on that. I'm curious if Xron is well rehearsed with the BJ. Xron's usually well practiced with whatever champion it happens to be that he's playing, so I don't doubt his readiness. Vengeur getting caught out with a lot of rockets. Eventually Xron's going to be able to find him. I thought that kill was taking a little bit long to happen, but, you know, Piercing Sight doing its job. Vengeur, though, is going over to Doom next. He's already hobbled over to that light armor and getting himself a position up in T side. This is going to be up in a second. Vengeur's health is going to burn to a crisp. And Xron's getting pretty straightforward kills at the moment. Vengeur's been getting caught out. It has been Piercing Sight, though, picking up 2 frags in a row. And Xron, if he's going to be using that Piercing Sight, unless he's got in a problem with control, he's probably going to be looking for a way to turn it into a kill somehow. Alright, he's identified where Vengeur is. Almost managed to get a trap. There's nice spam rockets from Vengeur, but he's going to absolutely collapse.
Prepare to fight.
Vengeur's going to have to step it up a lot. This is one of his weaker maps, but he needs to show stronger signs. One of the issues with Vengeur is although he's a talented player in his own right, I think he does have, like, a mental block sometimes against... Well, there's a nice couple of Piercing Sight rails. He does have a mental block sometimes against players who with already firm achievements and so on. That was just a sick shot from Vengeur. Like, he didn't actually have Piercing Sight up then. He was just ready for the angle. But I do want to see Xron's BJ. Oh my god, that last rocket was fantastic. I just got to see how he's going to be using the dual wield. Vengeur does have Piercing Sight available if he wants to use it. Ooh, lands a rail. That means Ron's going to get the hell away. LG. Well, Vengeur picks that one up quite easily. He's starting... he's very early here on heavy. There's one rail. That actually hurts quite a lot. He needs to find himself some health. Another rail shot. Oh my god, and Xron's going to keep landing them back to back. Vengeur And going up that bounce pad, it's just so dangerous. I almost would have just hidden around those lower corridors for a while longer. And here we go. He's coming right back. The Rail Fist has arrived. Yeah, I kind of was talking smack about him, but you know what? Vengeur, he's managed to rush the bounce pad. He, in his blood-crazed berserker frenzy, he's managed to get himself around. And I stand by what I said. Vengeur does have a little bit of a mental block sometimes against higher names. And I think it's just with experience and time in the competitive scene it is going to be able to get you past that. I really think that that was part and parcel of what stopped him from getting further in last month's Quake Open League. And also the fact is, again, it was quite a few people watching for Quake. And there's a different element of pressure when you know you've got a couple of thousand people or so who are eagle-eyed about everything you're doing. Vengeur, though, not a bad defensive position. His rockets are great. Oh my god, where the hell? I did not know you could bounce that far away. Oh, nice fadeaway rocket from Xron. I think I've still got to be a little bit careful. He can't go for... Oh my god, he's still getting hit by nail gun. He can't go for that heavy because he's obviously going to get destroyed by Xron there. His health is still pretty low. He needs to find resources as soon as possible. He's got to run into him. He tries to double back a little bit. Xron gets the rocket, gets the rail. His BJ's managed to get a kill now. He's even got a bit of control. That's going to be mega health. He's got 3 important weapons. The nail gun. Oh, Vengeur, can you survive? Heavy's up. Oh, but he's going to take a face rocket. That'll cost him his life. Back and forth a little bit at the moment. Alright, now we move to Vengeur's 2v2 main champion. The Ghislaine. Or the Galliner, as I think the Hang prefers to call her. One shot, that kind of ties up control a bit. Vengeur being quite aggressive and finding another rail shot. Has bought himself a little bit of space. First rocket wasn't so good. We've got dual wield up. Vengeur's low HP, but he's finding 25s. He's also just laid down a totem. One rail, dual wield rocket, 6 health. Oh my god. Doesn't get much closer.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in 3, 2.
Alright, at least we're having a very competitive game at the moment, because Xron still... I'm curious, who got the higher seed in this? Because, like, a world ranking, Xron's higher, but Vengeur's got a better position in last month's Quake Open League, so yeah, I'm double check that. Xron just bouncing Vengeur everywhere. If I were Vengeur, I would have possibly tried to find a way out. He was by the archway. He had room to drop if he wanted to, but he's taken so much damage. He's still chasing. He's looking for the punch. But he's probably going to die. Manages to get the heavy and somehow escapes with about 5 points of health. I don't know how he did that. In my mind, that wasn't the sort of smartest play, especially when you're behind, your back's against the wall. It seems almost like an emotional reaction. Rocket misses. Xron does find a rail afterwards. Oh my god. You probably could have seen his foot trailing around the corner. And now, on just a couple of points of health. He only needs one more frag and his control is still good. And he's going to get himself the mega health next too. There's no way that Vengeur can contest this. And now he's put himself over in a really nasty corner by the rockets. It's going to require miracles to get himself out. And miracles seem to be happening because his rockets aren't bad. But he can't land enough more. He still needed almost 200 damage.
You win.
That'll be a map for Xron. And he's going to need one more to secure himself top seed. That is indeed what he's going to be able to get. But we are moving over
Balls
to
out.
Vengeur's map now. We can kind of see how that one's rolling out. Yo, Jerksy with the 3 months. GG's indeed, man. Thank you for the 3 months, man. I do feel like Vengeur looks a little bit uncomfortable in that map. Like that move at the end, going into rockets. If you go there, you've got starting stack. Rocket was like the only weapon he was going to get, so you're not going to be able to fight a great mid-ranged, almost long-range battle with rockets, at least not reliably. You're kind of just caving in and saying, right, it's fine, you win. Right, let's go over to Bloodrun next.
Balls out.
Yo, Sakarish with the 4 months. Felt good finally getting those balls out. Excuse me. Thanks very much, Sakarish. Alright, these guys are ready. Excuse me. Interesting Vengeur picks Bloodrun versus Ron, though. When normally a Corrupted Keep is something he'd go for. Maybe even an Awoken. But these guys know each other well. Maybe Vengeur feels that there's a weakness from Xron on that side.
Balls out.
Oh my god, what's happening at the moment? There's a train going on. My balls need fresh air. What's up, Sander with the 6 months? Thank you, man. Please, I hope no one from id or Bethesda is listening to these comments out of context. Oh, look at that beautiful uniform from Xron. He's going to go with the Keel. We're going to get Doom again. Same lineup, but BJ's been replaced by Keel for Xron. I think that means I could update the scores now. Hey, I got it. Always context. Hopefully. And if you guys haven't checked out, well, aware of all the other games going on, there's lots of games going on at the same time. If you go over to just the Quake Champions Twitch category area, you can probably see a lot of other games going on right now as well. And it sounds like it's Cypher, that host, man, thank you. Sounds like his match versus Pikawa has ended already in that case? It's like 10 minutes ago. Did he already beat Pikawa? Jesus. I'm assuming that, so I'm sorry, Pikawa, that I'm making such a... He forfeited! No, man. I'm gutted. I saw you had your stream ready to play the game versus him. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Cypher. But you know what? You're top seed, at least. I was excited to have people watching your game. What's wrong? Guarding that area with a tri-bolt. He does take that opportunity, actually. He has piercing side up at the right time. Can steal away the heavy. Although he's lost quite a lot of stack, there's an interesting chance now for him to try and contest control moving into the next rotation or two of items. Yes, Xron did get himself the Mega, but he's still a relatively large target.
Balls out.
But I like his pick of Keel. I saw him playing it in 2v2s lately on this map. Could be good. Phoenix in the 2 months, eh? Thanks very much. Oh, we've got some plasma coming out. Does get a little bit of extra chip damage and manages to get rid of a lot of the armor that Xron had. So what I like from Vengeur is that he's making sure that Xron can't stack up tons and tons of that armor. He could get himself up to 200 if he wanted. That's one of the largest stacks in the game. At least for now. I know we've got a lot of interesting things in PTS. Alright, so a heavy again. Needs to get a bit of extra damage. Hasn't been able to deliver, but he's got his piercing sight up very soon. Xron's just holding steady with this control. Oh my god, the one grenade. He's going to try close in on him, and the grenades are going to be behind. Gets the rocket kill. I didn't quite see if he got another shot of grenade, but I don't think Vengeur had enough health, so that rocket would have done the job just fine. Vengeur going for the steal. I mean, he's often taking big risks every time he does that. He's almost like feeling that Xron is holding such a position that I can't get close to him. And again, in these corridors, if Vengeur dives down or through, he is in a world of trouble. Rocket's gonna miss. There's a chance now for Vengeur to actually steal an item. But he's lost position on it, in fact. Obby. Xron moving up here, could get stuck. Vengeur chooses to leave a little bit. Goes through the teleporter. I would have preferred that he'd play it aggressive up by shotgun. I think he had a much nicer position to get something done then. Instead, going through the teleporter, you know your opponent could be there, right? And he probably had a read that Xron was going to be in that general area. But it's taking you too long to kind of find your target. There's one rail. Oh my god, Vengeur. Damage taken. Rocket, though, finds the mark, but LG is good enough. Xron with the keel. Gets 3 frags straight here on Blood Run. Now, Vengeur, he's got to find a way around this. What can he do to change this completely?
Round 2, fight.
Xron's dropped down. Boom. That was a meaty grenade. Oh, he's going for a punch, but what the hell? It's 15 seconds into the round, boys. Slow down a little bit. Vengeur is heading for a 2-0 loss. Quite a fast one at that versus Xron, unless he can find a way to turn this around. No chance that he can challenge on to the heavy. He's got a totem beside him. And actually does provide a little bit of a stop. Oh my god, the algae was almost good enough. Of course, Xron can't make the jump over to the heavy armor now. Totem serving as a small distraction. I think Vengeur, can he rocket jump across? Yeah, he's done something. I think that was actually a nail gun jump that he did. Oh my god. Alright, well, Vengeur's got control. Excuse me. It's going to be important that he keeps that. It's going to be important that the kill he gets, he's still able to continue control afterwards. Because he's very likely going to go up versus a Visor next. Oh my god. What are these, like, vac rockets that he's landing? Oh, the last one, though, from Vengeur. He finally gets the job done. He should be able to continue control a little bit. Piercing side. What a direct throw from him. Machine gun is going to just get rid of him. Vengeur had the perfect initiation rocket, but he's just got caught out. And I think you can't jump through a corridor like that, like an archway, when you know that Visor could spawn by the rocket. It was like possibly the only place he could spawn. And rush the mega health with piercing sight, and, you know, probably a really good start to the fight. I'm the type of guy who stops at traffic lights and shoots it. Great. Is that nice? I resent that. I don't even stop at traffic lights in Truck Simulator. I'm Maverick. Alright, I'm not that crazy. That's just disgusting. Or just get a little one air pineapple. Vengeur, though. I gotta say I'm slightly disappointed at what he's given in Blood Run. Oh, shotgun. Possibly a bit of a rush. Vengeur gets the shots out. He can actually go and get himself the heavy. And now the mega's not up in a second, so he can be a little bit more wary. Ooh. That was a nice shot, actually.
Death is the only thing. I will not grant you that privilege.
Well, he's landing rails now. Like, really nice rails. Thing is, he's going to lose out on the mega health. Oh my god, what are these shots that Venger's hitting? And that was right after the mega health was taken. These are disgusting rails. Xron, just use piercing sight. Couple of good rockets. Xron got something okay in return. Oh, there's a totem there. He's going to get himself the armor first, so he's not going to hang around for the mega, in fact. He might even be able to get himself both. He heard where he is, so he knows, alright, I can take both of the major items now. Continue this control. It's a good move. He's looking to finish off with the last... Okay, nice switch to machine gun. That probably secured it a little more. Alright, Galena versus Galena. Vengeur still looking to get himself around in this. Good rocket. Again, he's still got to be wary. He can't make any overly risky play. This has got to be fine. He just picked up the rocket frag just before Xron did. Holy crap. Yo, Phobian. Wait, did you gift? You gifted to Moonfire. 6 gift subs in the channel. You're crazy, Phobo. Thank you. And welcome, Moonfire. Alright, well, Xron with the keel again. What's going on in chat? Be wary of that tri-bolt. I think Vengeur just picked up some ammo down below. Hey, Silent Sep. Watching his boys run here. Hey, thanks very much for the 4 months, man. Hope you're well, Silent Sep. Xron has got a massive stack. Oh my god, Vengeur has got to find a way to drop a little bit. He is doing some okay damage, and actually all the spam is allowing him to kind of find quite a few shots. His piercing sight should be gone now. He does find a return fire. He's got over 100 health in it. It's Xron licking his wounds a little more. So Mega's been taken. Only a smidgen of armor. Vengeur, I think... Oh, with the lightning gun. He was so ready for that. He's going to find the rocket jump quickly. There's a rail, but the rocket's very well prepared from Vengeur. I was concerned from him that he wouldn't have time to get himself the heavy armor, but he very quickly, he knew that someone was going to push forward. He's like, right, I'm going to get that rocket jump in very quickly. Like, even if he went for another shot, he wouldn't have had time to go back for it. The timing was the absolute fraction. Oh my god, Vengeur comes back out again, and he's going to regret doing that because he'd set himself up for a really nice start to this round. Couple of good rockets. Vengeur's going to have to edge away a little bit. He can't challenge for this. Oh my god, Xron lands a phenomenal rail. Oh my god, these rockets though are more than equally impressive. Crap. Oh, he's just found him. Vengeur's plan has been foiled a little bit. Almost gets to mid-air, but he's on just over 50 points of health. He needs to get out of here, but the LG's good. Incredibly aggressive moves. Ron still knew roughly where he was at that point. And he decided he was going to just close that one out. Not let him stack up at all. A little bit of spam from Vengeur. Xron knows where he is, so continuing to delay when he uses piercing sight. Interesting. Okay, but now's the moment. Vengeur's got to be smart. He's got some nail gun to try back off with. But can he escape from this? The only way he can do it is if his damage is amazing. Oh, the clutch rail. He had 11 health left, but Xron gets to 3-1 on map 2. It means he gets the 2-0 over Vengeur. Close round. But the thing is, it took Vengeur a round or so too long to get himself into that map. And well, it meant that he had to play too perfect of a game almost in order to like keep things going the way he wanted. Good match though between those guys. It's a shame that Vengeur got maybe a little bit overexcited in some points, and you know, he got himself a champion advantage, then went straight in versus then Xron's visor, and just made a little bit too risky of a move. It would have been just fine to kind of move away, continue to slow things down, and play with that advantage a bit. He's quite an aggressive player, and he does like to go for those extra peaks, but